Sabot, Elsie. It
Hey.
was really
Hi.
great having you guys here to talk about your amazing film.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Kayla back with another video.
Oh, I've seen this trailer. It like always pops up on my Instagram.
Yes, targeted marketing. Everyone loves a sponsored post. You know,
Oh,
when you're,
everyone.
it doesn't make you resent the movie at all.
Everyone comments on it. They like
They
it.
love it.
Being yourself.
Oh, is this 8th grade?
Is this like 8? I know. I think I've seen it before.
Being yourself is like not.
Oh,
changing
this kid,
yourself to impress
Jackson.
Facts.
Facts.
I don't talk a lot at school.
Me neither. Me neither, girl.
But if people talk to me and stuff, they'd find out.
Yo, this kid is stone-faced.
Want to know what he's thinking.
By the way, I like your shirt a lot. It's like so cool. What?
This is really awkward.
It is
It
really
is awkward.
I said one more week of 8th grade, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Tough audience, that kid in the yellow.
Oh yeah, I heard that like Bo Burnham directed this movie.
Well, he seems psyched.
It's gonna be lit.
Yes, we got that. That's the best you can get out of a child.
Is a laugh.
Is a little exhale out of their nose
Yes.
when you get. They go.
I mean, this is kind of accurate with like
I'm glad it's accurate.
at like my school. It's good, but it's like
happening right now.
so much anxiety.
It seems like a depressing movie that I'd have a hard time watching.
Yeah, it's all right, bud. You don't have to watch it.
That's true.
I'm going into 8th grade, so this is kind of stressing me out.
Oh, don't be stressed out. It's fine.
And that's what makes things exciting and scary and fun.
Watching these.
I'd probably watch it actually. It looks pretty.
Oh, yellow. Come on, baby.
It feels like they're trying too hard to be relatable, but here they actually understand what it's like.
Oh, I thought they were saying.
Yeah, no,
I was like, yeah, it's all
The
good.
most likes, who could get the most follows, who could get the most comments. It's kind of like a competition, and you always have to like I guess present yourself and like make yourself look good for other people's enjoyments, not for yourself.
So now we have an
Pretty smart.
Bo Burnham and the main star of the film, Elsie Fisher, so you can get a little more background.
This is a twist. Oh my God, the view.
The role of social media is in all of those struggles.
I think it makes us much more self-aware. And
That's
that
true.
probably leads
It
to a
does
lot of
make-
anxiety.
Yeah, look how poised you look.
To a lot of anxiety because like
Exactly.
no one's really narcissistic on the internet. We're all just like trying to fit in, I think.
That's
And it's,
true.
like,
It's so weird to hear myself say this stuff. I never watch the interviews.
Yeah.
Performance anxiety and stage fright has sort of bled into kids' normal lives.
God, that sweater looks good.
What do we need to know about our...
I've really come around on this guy in the yellow. I think he might be my son.
We're really just people without money or independence.
That is really true, honestly.
They
I
feel
love
like
her.
they have to
Yeah,
be
me too.
This like outside version of themselves all the time.
love this kid.
And realize that everybody is performing all the time, and it's not healthy.
You know what the issue is? The issue is these kids are so articulate and intelligent. I'm just listening to them.
So today we're actually going to be doing something a little different.
Ooh. Are we gonna watch it?
Before you came to shoot today, we talked to your parents, and you were both going to go see the full movie right now.
Like right now.
Oh no!
Just sit them down to
Crazy.
watch it.
I thought we were just reacting to the trailer. This is going
Yeah.
super deep. Now it's going to be like, and now we have a video of the director's birth from 1990, and you're going to react to that.
I like
Okay,
this
this
whole
is
room.
stressful now because like this movie's got stuff in it, but it's for kids.
It is.
Oh, yellow! Come on, bro.
They got them all lined up.
Man, this is intense.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. It was really good.
Cringy, I guess. I'm pretty sure they were supposed to be cringy, but it was just like, oh, I don't
Intentional
wanna see
cringe,
it.
yes. When the trailer was posted on YouTube and the principal's like dabbing, people were like, eighth
Like
graders.
the dad is dead, and it's
and
like
it's like, yeah, that's why the principal's doing it. It's supposed to be
we've
embarrassing.
weaponized cringe.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you feel that the movie was an accurate description of how life is for people around your age?
I felt like for me it was more accurate to when I was in 6th grade because back then like everyone was like LeBron James, Dab, Gucci, or, like, because like no one says that now.
That's the problem with we recorded and we made the movie a year ago and already like lit is or Gucci isn't or LeBron. I don't even know.
Even though the film focuses mainly on those in 8th grade, the movie received an R rating for language.
Yeah, and I get why at some part. Yeah.
Director Bo Burnham was quoted as saying, "I didn't want to make it R-rated. I just wanted to portray the way kids' lives are."
Yeah. And he basically achieved that, like how they talk nowadays.
Do you agree with that?
Basically, we're gonna put that in the poster. He basically achieved that.
The R rating?
Yeah, it's not gonna be worse than what they see in real life.
It
Thank
kinda,
you.
like, changed my perspective on how other people think. I'm not in the position that the main character was in, and it just made me like get a different view on how she thought of stuff and how, like what she thought was right to do to be cool.
Yellow, my boy.
I'm rooting for him.
This kid's woke. Or he's having his awakening.
There is a scene a lot of people are talking about
Oh, boy.
where the main character, Kayla, is in the car with an older teenager.
Right.
Yeah, that was so uncomfortable.
I didn't want to see whatever happened next. I was like, no, please just get on with the movie. I don't want to watch this. I'm watching with my mom over here.
How does that scene make you feel? Is that something that you'd ever worry about potentially happening?
Yeah, that's why I always like, if I'm gonna get a ride from someone, I have to like know them so then I don't die.
That's not necessarily something that I'm
Good.
scared
Get a
for.
know the person before you get a ride, or you will die.
From your perspective, what makes someone popular?
You like definitely have to be social. You can't be like always in the corner at a party.
The type of people.
You know, some people don't even make it to the party to be in the corner.
They could just be a nice person who's confident in themselves, who's nice to others, respects one another, and is generally a good person who focuses on themselves and cares about others. You don't necessarily have to be like a snobby.
Is she like a congressman or
Just
something?
because you're popular.
She's very articulate.
Finally, in the movie, Kayla often films videos of herself, sometimes leaving herself videos to watch when she is older.
Yes, YouTube queen.
Yes.
YouTube queen.
So if you could, what would you want to say to your future self when you were finished with school?
How bad did you do in school? If you did bad, I saw it coming.
I hope like you're doing the same like that I'm doing right now, because I love life right now and how everything's like going for me.
Go, man.
So I just kind of want to keep it that way.
Yeah, bro, you know, I underestimated you.
Stick with your friends, be happy, and then college is right around the corner, so like you have time to make new friends, you have time to experience things, and just to enjoy yourself, basically.
Wow. Those are real children, man.
I don't get to see like a lot of 8th graders. I stayed with my age group, and then I was aware of like my brothers, which was 4 years younger than me.
Right. But you don't know the kids. They're like between you and your brother.
Yeah, no, and it's really cool to see that.
It's easier for kids that graduated 8th grade to watch that movie
Yeah,
than kids
yeah.
going into 8th grade.
Yeah, because going into 8th grade and watching this can be very intimidating.
What was it like to see actual 8th graders react to your film?
It's funny. Well, it's like, it's interesting because it's like its own meta context as
Yeah,
well. I'm saying
yeah.
like you have to be aware that like they're not just reacting, they're on camera reacting
For
to
sure.
an invisible audience, which is like super meta for this movie because this is about a girl performing for a meta audience.
It was just very cool for me to see actual 8th graders react, because we've had the pleasure of doing some Q&As where we've had 8th graders ask questions and stuff, but like this was just a little more of an in-depth look into like how they're processing it, and I think it's really cool. And I think people don't realize how much 8th graders or just kids in general actually think. I think like especially in middle school, kids are still, I mean, teens, whatever, are still treated very much as children. But even we just watch them like articulate, and people have come up to me and said, "Oh my God, you're such a smart, articulate person." And I'm like, I'm not an exception though. That is like a lot of kids, I think.
I wasn't trying to make something for 8th graders at all. Because I sometimes think when it's made for 8th graders, it's like, it to me feels pandery and feels like,
Sure.
or aspirational, like, and I didn't want to do that. I just kind of wanted to capture what they were, and
Right.
then hopefully maybe they like it. That's my problem with stuff about teens. It's clearly made for teens,
Yes.
which is not the same as making something truthful, I think, necessarily.
Yeah.
And so the film has gotten like an incredible reception from everybody, audiences, critics, and everything. What was it like to have the film be so well received like this?
It's insane because of the fact that we had so much fun making it. If you have that much fun making something
It's
in
gonna
life,
suck, yeah.
it has to suck because
Yeah.
that's how life works.
Yeah, of course.
So the fact that it's had such a positive shut up.
Reception. You know what?
Reception.
I'm trying to get I'm getting really bad receival in here, but if I think we go with that. But yeah, it's been great. It's been truly amazing.
See, I told you I'm not an exception.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Bo, you know, you started on YouTube long before YouTube was a business.
I still didn't really figure out how to use it as a business.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like what like the online support has been from like online creators and stuff, especially when it pertains to this movie?
That's been incredible. Because I was always worried that like I seemed like, oh, this person that like did YouTube and then like left and like was like, yes, screw YouTube, I'm gonna make real stuff. I never felt that way. I just like, I wanted to perform live stuff, so it didn't make sense for me to make YouTube videos anymore.
Yeah.
And like, I still love YouTube. I still watch YouTube all the
Oh, of
time.
course.
It's been incredible. It's been just so kind of them because I want to be doing right by them. I'm hoping to do right by the internet. I'm happy to be a YouTuber making a movie. You know what I mean? There's like I think there's a bad sort of thing with people who make YouTube. It's like some sort of slur and we're embarrassed to be YouTubers or whatever. But I'm proud of that and I'm happy to have come from the internet. I would never be where I was without YouTube. And not only that, this movie is what it is because of YouTube. This movie started because of watching videos of kids with 10, 20, 30 subscribers online talking about themselves. Like, YouTube to me is the greatest resource for humanity. We wanted to make a movie about kids that don't go viral. That the majority of people posting stuff on the internet are not being seen. And they are also interesting and worthy.
One of the things we spoke to the 8th graders about is the fact that the film is R-rated, but is depicting the lives of those who are too young to go see an R-rated film.
Unaccompanied, yeah.
You guys have helped organize free screenings and stuff to allow kids to come see the film without enforcing the rating.
Yeah.
Do you think that movies like yours, will help shape the way that we think about ratings in the future, especially as it pertains to young people?
Hopefully.
My thing isn't like kids should be exposed to more. That's not the truth.
Like,
it's more
let them see what they're already exposed to.
Yes, exactly. The internet is X-rated and they have unfiltered access to it. So
like
it's
they're
like
giving young children iPads and just YouTube, and it's like that is
Crazy.
arguably so much worse.
I'm sure all the kids who were in this episode are going to end up watching this episode.
Yes.
So,
Please.
What would you want to say to the 8th graders who reacted to your film?
You guys are very smart people.
Yeah, and you know what?
Honestly though, like actually.
Yeah, and very cool and Yellow. I loved you, dude.
And it's really nice to like hear genuine opinions on this movie from actual 8th graders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fun to watch the movie in 5 years too,
Yes.
when you're 18 and see what
Yeah.
you think. Be free, kids. Don't do school. Stay in drugs. Hi, I'm Bo Burnham.
And I'm Elsie Fisher.
Thanks for having us, FBE. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was very fun.
Please go see our movie, 8th Grade, in theaters.
Now.
Yes. Money.